Hey, for those of you who are going to be studying abroad for the first time, congratulations. It's going to be great. You're going to have a great time. And specifically for those of you who are going to go to the Chinese University of Hong Kong, I am here to help you survive. Okay, so the first tip I've got for you is figure out the bus. It is very important that you figure out the bus. And by that, I don't really mean the public transportation, actually, because when you leave campus, when you leave CUHK's campus, you will be fine. The subway system is one of the best in the world. It's amazing. That subway comes every 7 minutes on the dot. You're perfect. You will make it where you need to go. Everything's in English. Everything's color-coded. It's amazing. I loved it. But when you were on campus, the only way to get around to different places is by these series of purple buses. They look like charter buses, and it's hard, man. They don't really have the times that they're going to come to each stop. They mostly just have a time that they're going to start, and then you basically have to just figure it out. One route will take about 30 minutes, so you're kind of thinking, okay, maybe it's 5 minutes to each stop. You're honestly going to have to feel it out. So what my suggestion is, probably the first weekend that you get there, you're not going to have class, but the buses will be running. Get on them. Get on as many as you can. Figure out their routes, because those buses are going to be really important for you to get to class. It's on a mountain, y'all. It's going to be hard. So you're going to need to ride the bus to get up there, because that getting to class, most of the dorms are at the bottom of the mountain, and getting to class is a literal 30-minute, 90-degree vertical walk. It's awful. Also, other things to know about Hong Kong is the buses will all stop at about 12:30. So if you're out past that time, you're probably going to have to take the taxi back to get to campus. It's the easiest way to do it. It's the most straightforward way to do it. And no one wants you to be unsafe walking around at 1 a.m. in a foreign country. So most of the taxi drivers don't speak a lot of English. They might be able to, you might get lucky, but most of the ones that I encountered really didn't. So my friends taught me how to say Chinese University of Hong Kong in Cantonese. It's going to be Chong Mon Dai Ho. Chong Mon Dai Ho. If you don't really trust yourself to say that completely right, or you just don't feel that's something you're going to say correctly, or you're gonna, or if you're just shy, you can also just look it up if you just look up a Wikipedia page or anything, it'll show the Chinese under Chinese University of Hong Kong. Just show that to them. They'll know it. Okay, tip number 2, learn to love to walk, honestly. I am not really a walker. I was kind of more of a city girl. I'm from Austin, Texas. I know that's more nature-ish kind of place, but I live in the central part of it. I didn't really like to hike. I didn't really go out that much. But with Hong Kong, that's one of the things that country is most famous for. It's very beautiful. There's many amazing hiking spots. My favorite was Dragon's Point. That was an hour and a half up, but once you got up there, the view was spectacular. So even if you don't want to hike, or if that's not something that you enjoy to do, I still feel walking was the easiest way to get around sometimes. You could take the subway only so far. Traffic was impossible because the roads are really small. They're much smaller than America. It's really hard to get around. Some of the places that we wanted to go, or some of the really cool cafes or restaurants, were in really odd places. It was hard to figure out and navigate through that. And again, as I said before, the taxi drivers don't really speak English, so it's very hard to communicate with them to try to get where you're trying to go. So the easiest way that me and my friends found was to honestly just get out and get on our feet and walk. Okay, tip number 3. This is going to sound obvious to you, but I still got to say it. Make as many friends as possible. Not kidding. Seriously. Make as many as you possibly can. Not even just exchange students. Meet some local people. Talk to your roommate. Talk to the people that live on your floor. Anything of that nature. it's like, it's so much easier to battle through stuff or things you don't know if you have like friends to do it with. There's so many things that I didn't know when I was coming to Hong Kong. I'd never been to Asia in my life. Like, I'd never been to that side of the world. So that's like a very big culture shock for me. And there's a lot of things that my roommate, like, she honestly helped me get through. Like, she was born and raised in Hong Kong. I honestly feel like that was the best way that I could like get through things. Okay guys, tip number 4 for you is about buying stuff. Okay, so bless the gods, there is an IKEA really close to CUHK. You can take the subway to it and it will help you find most of what you need. Like, you're gonna need a futon for your mattress, you're gonna need sheets, blankets, pillows, you're gonna need deodorant, you're gonna need like shower stuff, all that kind of crazy stuff that we all use. You're gonna need it, and IKEA will have most of it. And then other than that, you can also go to, they have H&M, and they have like sports shops, Adidas, Puma, Nike, and everything. Those will all be in sizes that like you know, American sizes, like it's American stuff, so it'll be fine. Like you'll make your way. And then for more like specific things, like I guess soap and cleaning stuff, there's actually a giant store on CUHK's campus. It's going to be really close to where you go to get your ID and where you go to get your bank account started, if that's what you decide to do. It's going to be right next to that. Go in there. Like, you're going to need that stuff. But there's also going to be a few things that like Hong Kong doesn't really sell or have. Like, there's just going to be like stuff that like is just not available there. One of those things was like deodorant. Like, Asia doesn't really use like stick deodorant. Like, they have like some of the spray-on stuff for like maybe if you're like wearing like, I don't know, a black dress or something formal and you just need to like, yeah. But like for like the regular deodorant that people use, it's not really there. So I turned to Amazon for a lot of that stuff. Like for stuff like underwear or like anything, or like stuff like that, that just, it either wasn't really in my size or like their bra sizes don't go up very like large for women out there. Like so I went to Amazon because they'll deliver to Hong Kong, and every student has their own personal mailbox. It's either going to be a mailbox that's through your college. I lived in CHU, so I had a mailbox for CHU College. Or it'll be at the very bottom of the mountain, right near the train station, at the headquarters that you'll be in during orientation. They'll have a room there that has all the mail sent to it. You can get all of your mail and pick it up there. There'll be an email that'll tell you when it's there. It's really convenient. So yeah, I let Amazon deliver the difficult stuff for me. Like anything that I couldn't find while I was looking around, I was like, okay, I'm gonna order it on Amazon. All right, last tip for you guys. Like, this one was super important to me and for my experience to enjoy. Try not to say no to anything. Like, honestly, you came to a different country to experience that different country. So do that, experience it. Like, I just don't see a lot of the advantage of coming there and trying to come out of your comfort zone and experience a culture and saying no to everything that culture has to offer, you know? Like, obviously, I don't mean like if you're a vegetarian, eat the lamb or the cow or something. Don't do that. Like, obviously stay within like your moral like rights and everything. If you decided to be a vegan, stay that way. If you decide to be a vegetarian, stay that way. I'm not going to say it's not going to be difficult, because it will be very difficult, but like you can adjust. Like you'll find stuff to be able to like consume and everything. I had a vegetarian friend who she kind of like went to pescatarian just to like deal with the months we were there, but like she kept herself like without like consuming meat. She kept herself within those standards and still enjoyed a lot of the country and a lot of the other countries that we went to. But I just mean like more, if it's something like a little out of your comfort zone or something, like some sort of traditional dance, or maybe going to see like, even if someone's going to see a movie with like subtitles or anything like that, I think you should try to do it. Like, I think you should try to experience it. Try not to say no to stuff. Like, I didn't say no to anything that we went to do. I had multiple drinks, like foods that I didn't end up liking or anything, but like it was still important to have that sort of experience. It was important to like try out what was happening. I didn't want to like limit myself, since I was out here and I had this great opportunity that honestly the Gilman had gifted to me, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to say no to anything that they were offering. But yeah, these are my 5 tips to survive the Chinese University of Hong Kong. I think these can be honestly applied to like most places, but like I had some specifics for Hong Kong and how to get through there. I hope this helped and I hope you enjoy it. Like, you're studying abroad, that's awesome. Like, go out there, experience it. Have a great time.